Calculating your net worth is not just for the wealthy, but if you don't know how to calculate it, I'm going to show you how to do that today. I recently went to a networking event that was kind of geared towards, women and wealth. And I thought it was really interesting that the facilitator asked, how many of you currently know your net worth today? And it was a small number of hands that went up. So I'm realizing maybe some people don't know how to calculate it. So let's look at how you calculate net worth, which is basically what do you own and how much do you owe on it. Technically, your net worth is everything that you own minus everything that you owe. So you would list out any accounts or assets that you have that have a value. Now, sometimes it's going to be as simple as, checking account, retirement account, home, car, etc. But sometimes you've got other assets that might also be worth a lot if you did have to sell them. Is this worth anything? Is all this worth anything? Probably not worth anything. Here's a really basic example. Let's say that you have a house, and if you were to sell that house on the market today, let's say you would list it and probably get $400,000 for it. Now let's also add in, if you were to sell your car, how much would you get for that? If you have any expensive bikes or other toys, how much would you get for those? And then also include the value of any other types of assets that you have in the bank. So checking account, savings account, retirement accounts, all those types of things. And you're gonna put all of that at the top, meaning these are the things that you own and the value of them. Then from there, you're just going to subtract out any debts that you have. So on that house that you could sell for $400,000, if you still owe $200,000, you're going to subtract that now from the value. Also, if you have any credit cards or any other debts that you would need to pay, same with like any vehicles, if you have a loan, write down the balance of all of those different debts that you have next. Then you basically just subtract all of those liabilities from the assets, and that equals your net worth. If you ever hear anybody say, I'm worth more dead than I am alive, that's because, generally speaking, they probably have a life insurance policy that would pay off all of their debts, and then the value of that life insurance policy is often more valuable than anything else that they own currently. So there are different types of policies out there, but some policies are worth nothing unless you die. So I have a term life policy. I make a monthly payment towards that, but it's not sitting and accumulating any kind of balance that's an asset to me. So if I don't die, nobody gets any money. But once I do die, because it's going to happen, then if I still have this policy in place, my heirs would get a certain amount of money. So that I would not add to my asset pile when I'm calculating net worth, because as long as I'm alive, it's not worth anything to me. Once you calculate your net worth for the first time, you can then just have a list that becomes a lot easier to fill in, meaning you have a list that says checking account or savings account, investment accounts, retirement accounts, house value, etc. And then if you just keep that in either a written notebook or an online document, then you already have your big categories. So the next time you go to update it, it's just that much easier every time you do it. And that is all that you need in order to calculate your net worth. Now, I hope that you will do this and then commit to doing it every so often. Some people do this once a year, some people do it quarterly. You can choose the frequency with how often you want to calculate your net worth. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I'd be more than happy to answer those too. And please do subscribe to this channel, hit the bell to be notified, and you can check out my other playlists as well. Take care, have a great day.